The year's new golf season has already started, and Paige Spiranac is more than ready to go. These are things Spiranac is looking forward to this year in golf. What does Spiranac look forward to in 2023? Paige mentioned a few things she really wants to see in golf this year.
And I've been doing so many golf videos lately, so I thought I'd mix it up this week.
The first thing she mentioned was the Waste Management Phoenix Open that's set to be held in Scottsdale.
Definitely surprised, but also not at the same time. This is what makes golf so great, is that you can have someone shoot a 62, 63. All of these guys are incredibly good.
Which is happening this weekend as the Super Bowl is in Glendale. The next thing Spiranac mentioned was the upcoming Netflix documentary series on golf called Full Swing.
Chipping, putting, and full swing, chipping, wedge shots, how to hit different shots, and putting. There we go.
The documentary series is set to debut on the 15th of February, in case you want to join me in bringing it on the first night.
Every year, these guys fight for their career.
Then Spiranac mentioned her favorite golf tournament next, revealing it to be the Masters.
So I've shot a 63, it was at the Farms when I was playing golf at SDSU, but in tournament play, my lowest is a 64.
You can tell she's really pumped for the Masters, and the last reveal Spiranac did was Tiger Woods. The golfing model wondered how many majors Woods is going to play this year, speculating if he'll play them all or not. Spiranac even wondered if he would end up winning one this year. We've caught up with Spiranac's expectations for the new year. But let's take a look at how good 2022 was for this golf-playing influencer, Paige Spiranac in 2022. 2022 was no doubt an amazing one for the pro golf player and influencer.
I have my own subscription site. You guys have been asking forever for me to get an OnlyFans, and this isn't an OnlyFans, this is only Paige.
Spiranac is generally known for things like her controversial choices in uniform while on the green, for example. But in 2022, she started to post even more content online, uploading to many different social media platforms.
Just love who I am and not worry about what people have to say, because someone's always going to have something to say. And so
her Instagram account alone was followed by more than 3 million people by last year, and all of her social media platforms combined gave her a massive following of over 10 million people.
And do a little Q&A. I get so many questions, so I'm going to try to find ones that I haven't answered.
Which is kinda crazy when you think about it. Golf legends like Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson may be better known for playing golf than her, but overall, Paige Spiranac is by a large margin much more popular than the two golf legends. This golf club swinging social media celebrity may have been born in America and may be an American golf player and influencer. But that wasn't something that would stop Paige Spiranac from getting all the attention that she gets in and outside the USA. She's actually pretty well known even in other countries outside the States too. Apparently, people in Australia love her. Spiranac in 2022 managed to earn a spot in the country's top 10 most searched golf players. The same year, she also became the first ever person in sports history to be at the top of Maxim's Hot 100 list. We know she's popular though. That's why you're here in the first place, right? Now let's get to the juicier stuff, starting from her early career. How Spiranac started golf and started getting attention. Spiranac grew up in Colorado with dreams of being a gymnast early on, but those dreams were crushed when she was 12 because of her knee injuries and with her being bullied at the gym too. That's when she moved to golf. She actually did pretty well at it, with Golf Week magazine ranking her as the top junior golf player in all of Colorado. She even started homeschooling so she could practice, and got a golf scholarship at the University of Arizona, where she earned multiple honors and helped her team all the way to their conference championship. Paige Spiranac's entire golf career has always been centered on causing a storm in what is arguably the most conservative and non-sexualized sport out there. There aren't any button-up shirts for this golfer. She's posed in many revealing and raunchy golf outfits over the years. It's no wonder she has over 3 million followers on her Instagram account alone. Paige even appeared in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue with some steamy pictures in 2018, which led to some juicy headlines from her podcast, Playing Around, some of which include the time one of Spiranac's ex-boyfriends spread a photo of her around the internet, or how the famous influencer doesn't wear underwear on the green. Though her success did come at a cost. Let's take a look at the price she's had to pay for all this glory. Let's see just how controversial opinions have been on Spiranac. The polarizing views on Paige Spiranac. It comes as no surprise that there are some pretty opposing views on this golf-playing posing influencer. Spiranac's been at the center of controversy from the day she started playing golf, and you can probably attribute that to her rather revealing choices in clothes while on and off the green. Spiranac made an appearance on the cover of Golf Digest in 2016, but some people weren't too happy about it, like Sarah Spain from ESPN. Sarah talked about how the Golf Dive Digest managed to get a random nobody on their cover, and then also make it work somehow. Does anyone else smell a whiff of jealousy? Or is it just me? Other than that though, Paige has been pretty outspoken against cyberbullying. Yet, Spiranac still received multiple death threats on her social media accounts, and criticism from professional female golf players. This golf player and influencer does handle all of that pretty well now though. She's talked about how she can be an easy target for haters. Spiranac did acknowledge that the criticisms and the threats she gets did used to get to her in her early career, but she says it isn't really that big a deal anymore. She even said getting a little hate is good. She thinks it means she's doing something different, which in her eyes is always a good thing. Spiranac understands why women golfers hate her. With all her followers on social media, sponsorships, and endorsements, Spiranac's been getting much more attention than other female golf players. I mean, most of Spiranac's followers probably couldn't even name another female golfer besides her. She's more well known for her looks anyway, and she admits that there are other female golfing athletes who deserve more attention too, and she wants to help them by using the platform that she's established for herself. She wants to work with them to try and bring more attention to women in the sport. Let's talk about other sports for a bit too though. Spiranac reveals her favorite sports teams. Spiranac just pulled up with a pretty bold move, potentially risking several parts of her fanbase. The golfing influencer talked about her favorite sports teams, and she didn't hold her thoughts back on her least favorite fan bases either. She made fun of some teams' uniforms, and even used labels like Sunday. Spiranac started with Notre Dame's football fans, who she revealed as her worst pick. Paige called the fan base insufferable, and even called the team an average at best football team. Her second pick might just be a little worse even than that. When mentioning the Boston sports fans as her second pick, Spiranac talked about how she's had multiple exes who also happen to be Boston sports fans. She added that her taste in men is questionable, taking a hit herself for this one. No one is safe from her, not even herself. But in those few sentences, Spiranac confirmed that she is not a fan of the Celtics, the Patriots, or the Red Sox. She went after San Diego Padres fans next, calling their uniforms poop-colored. Though Spiranac did mention some fan bases that she doesn't like. Starting with the Steelers fan base, she said she isn't a Steelers fan, and then winked at the camera. Make of that what you will. She also talked about Bills Mafia and Alabama football fans pretty highly, even though she didn't like Alabama fans too much back in the day. But regardless of what fan bases she likes or not, this has been Spiranac's 2023 and her favorite fan bases. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.